at least try to figure out what was the issue. What was the problem? And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, Musa was the problem on defense. Whew, he got torched. The minute McFadden left the game, they went straight at Musa. Every single touchdown had to do with Musa. Every single run, every single big play, just watch this. No pressure at all. None. Look at that. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So they rush it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you got these three behind here. Everybody knows he's about to hand the ball over. Okay, guys, at what point is he supposed to make a move here? As you guys can see, they're going to penetrate right away. So Van Roten is just going to get absolutely run over here. But if Evan Neal was there, since he's supposedly a guy who just pushes people over, do you think he could have maintained that block? Because the way it's going, he has a lot of room if you just make a tiny little bit of space for him to get through. You got two receivers already ready to block downfield. So why? See what I'm saying? Why? Bob Van Roten, man. Look at that. If it wasn't for you. Look at that. Everybody else held it down. Illuminor held it down. You got the boys in the front right there holding it down. Schmitz and Runyon. You got the tight end over here holding it down. You got the left tackle holding it down. Everybody's holding it down. The receivers are about to hold it down. This is about to be a breakthrough run. We got these two trapped over here in this whole traffic. So look at Tracy. He's wide open, ready to blow out. But nah, Van Roten can't hold his. Just one freaking guy. He can't hold his. I mean, I hate to point him out, but do you think maybe if we had Evan Neal right there, maybe he would have did a little bit better? Or somebody? Anybody? Everybody's holding it down. One little leak, a whole house goes down. Look at that. Then they eat it up. I mean, what else you gonna do? The cavalry comes. One of the biggest things that disappointed me about this game, at first, a couple of days I couldn't even get myself to watch it, right? But then I had one day of rest, and I was like, okay, let me just see what happened. Because maybe I was just in my feelings. Maybe I didn't see. Maybe they did better than I thought they did, right? Or at least try to figure out what was the issue. What was the problem? And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, Musa was the problem on defense. Whew, he got torched. The minute McFadden left the game, they went straight at Musa. Every single touchdown had to do with Musa. Every single run, every single big play, just watch this. We're going to see, because McFadden didn't last that long. He got injured pretty quickly. Let's see what Jaden does dealing with McFadden. McFadden coming. He has to make miracle throws, and that was a brilliant throw. Got to give it to him. That was something. That left him wide open. McFadden back in business, right? Takes off running. You got McFadden. Boom. Again. Not that he's stopping him, but he's doing something. Now, hold on. Now, McFadden is gone, right? There was like 3 plays. Yes, they made it downfield. Yes, they did pretty smoothly too. But McFadden was all over the place. He was lurking still. When McFadden was on the field, you had a little bit of hope that you was going to stop him because he was close. He just wasn't there, but he was getting close. Now let's watch my man Smoothside. He comes in and he's chasing the tight end as we speak. Let's run this back a little bit. Here we go. Now watch. This is Smoothside right here. This old Kerry K telling him, yo, you got to watch him. They coming for you. He's pointing that at him. They coming for you. So here we go. Look at that. Got burned right there. Too aggressive. I mean, what were you doing? Like, he didn't have the ball yet, so there's no reason to run at him like that. Wait, see which way he's going. There's only so much space, right? You have to be smart. You have to let him come to you first. You can't just go rushing at him like he got the ball. He don't got the ball. Who you rushing? So obviously he gets burned right here, like really badly. Watch. Burned. Boom. Gone. No, Kerry K can't do nothing. Nobody else can do anything because he just burned him right there. He moved right in front of him. Look at that. Boom. Nothing. Can't do anything. Poor Flott over here. He's handling business with 83. But Musa is just getting burned. Another one, right? Just another burn. But this one cost. This one cost a lot. With McFadden have been so aggressive and gotten burned as well, I'm not sure. It didn't seem like it. He seemed more controlled. He seemed more ready. Anyways, let's continue. Let's see what's goody. So my man's got burned. Of course, they're celebrating. Look in slow motion. Look at him. Just burn him. Just. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I never played in the NFL to know. I'm just a fan. But if I was playing there, if it was me, right, my so-called knowledge, I've never been in there to get in that collision sport. But I'm just saying from my knowledge, if I was defending, I would definitely have him come to me. Not me pursue him. If he has the ball, you have to pursue him. There's no question because he has the ball. But the quarterback has the ball. He doesn't have the ball. He's just running a route, whatever route he's going to run. So what are you going to do? You going to go act like you tackling him? I mean, where were you going? Where were you going? Oh, let's go back to this offense. Oh, my God. Here we go. That was nice. Yeah, see, that was something nice. See, a little bit of blocking. Even though Russell is a little bit short, guys. He is a bit short. Let's see. Oh, Robinson. Trying his best. Nice block. I see. Yeah, this was a good drive, man. It just didn't finish right. Okay. Now, guys, earlier we seen Scatterable, right? I shouted him out. I was like, hey, look at Scatterable. Well, I didn't say Scatterable, but I was like, what a block, right? Boom, neighbors caught it. Right here. Why couldn't we get the same production from our running back? Why is our running back confused of what the play is? This is, I mean, Russ already has the vision of where he's going to throw it to. But watch what the running back does. No blocking at all. He goes on a route. Nobody asked him to go on a route. Bro, we asked you to block. He's about to throw the ball. All right. Over here, almost fumbling. Now watch. Is it Tracy? That's Tracy. Why? Why, Tracy? Why? Why? See, if Tracy would have caught this dude, he could have threw it in right here. He's already all set to throw it in. Why is Tracy? No, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What is he supposed to go around this big ass dude, yo? Like, what is wrong with you? See, they should have had Scatterball right here. I don't know what they thinking, right? What are you thinking? Look at the blocking. This is actually good blocking again. But why is this happening? Why is this corny shit happening with this fucking... Come on, Tracy, man. You know better than that, bro. What the fuck is that, bro? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you got it. Just pick him up. You're looking at him, bro. You're looking at him, bro. And this is the aggravation right here. He didn't pick him up. And earlier, let's go back to Scatterbo. Let's go back to Scatterbo. Let's go back to Scatterbo. Look at Scatterbo. When we were celebrating, when times was good. Look at that. See what I'm saying? That's how you block, bro. Look at that. Look at that. He just threw his body up in there, bro. Look. Boom. Boom. Scatter boom. Look at that. He knows he got to pick somebody up. Especially if you see a free blitzer. Who do you think is going to catch him after you running back? Tracy, just think about it, right? If this guy is in front of you, the ball is snapped, and you got a defender running right past you, who do you think is behind you blocking him? Honestly, who do you think is blocking him behind you? But anyways, you see Scatterboo over here, scatter boom, just holding it down. Look at him, boom, boom, boom. Like he was fighting to the death in there. You know what I mean? Look at this. Just totally forgets about him. It's basically the same blocking scheme, but you decided not to block. Whatever, yo. That's so corny. Oh my God. Let's watch Musa. Every ball is gonna be Tover's Musa. Now watch. This is guys, this right here, what I'm about to show you is a straight up Daniel Jones moment right here. Not that I'm saying Russell did what Daniel Jones would have done. I'm just saying this is what Daniel Jones has faced his entire career with the New York Football Giants. This is exactly what he had faced. Watch this. Look at him. 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. What is that, like 1 second you get the ball? Boom. They come faster than the ball gets snapped to you. Look at that, just running through him. You got Musa now, you know? What is he going to do? Shh. Look at Burns. Go Burns, Spider-Man. See, like, now I'm excited. You know what I mean? Like Burns got him. I mean, they 2nd and 16. We showed them something. We stopped them before, too. Our offense came on, didn't do nothing. But now we got the momentum, right? You got my man's Abdul Carter over here. I don't understand why we put Musa. Why? Why is he out there? Why not just replace him with Abdul Carter? Right? If are we that thin at linebacker? It's only Okereke and McFadden and Musa? This Musa guy, I don't know, he's a rookie and I understand, but he cannot cover anybody. Maybe he can tackle, maybe he's a tackling machine, but he cannot cover absolutely anybody. Now watch this. Like, maybe he doesn't know the playbook. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's confused. Maybe they just threw him in there. Maybe jitter. I don't know what it is. But Musa, did a horrific job in this game. But anyways, watch this. Whose man is that? Let's look back and whose man is that? Why do you have Burns there, yo? Why do you have Burns covering? What kind of whack ass defensive play was that? Shane Bowen? What the fuck is that? So hold on, let me get this right, man. I am not a coach. I am not a player. So I might not know a few things, and maybe you can correct me in the comment section. I'm just a really, really big blue supporter. You know what I mean? And explain to me why Abdul Carter started as a linebacker. He runs into rush, but he runs into rush from the linebacker position. That's way back there. By the time you get to the line is going to see you coming from a mile away. I just don't know or understand anybody coming from back there. I don't know. It was just weird. It was so weird. It was so awkward. But what's even more awkward is you just seen Musa fail, right? So they're like, yo, we're going to take Musa out of here because they torturing him, right? So you put Abdul Carter, look like he's going to be the linebacker that's going to replace McFadden, right? So he's over there. But no, he turns into an edger from the linebacker spot. I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe schematically that's something people do or teams do, but obviously our team can't handle that. But anyways, to put Burns to go back in zone and watch for somebody like Samuel? Are you kidding me? Okay, so Adebo is following Lauren, right? McLaurin over there. Okay. So where is our other? This guy is wide open over here, so nobody gives a fuck. I mean, this scheme is just a wreck, right? Our scheme is horrific. To this offense, it doesn't even make sense. Why you so far? Listen, man. Listen. I understand you're not gonna let him behind you, but can you at least cut in front of him? Can you at least I mean, what are you doing? Were you just gonna wait for him to catch it and then you're gonna stop him wherever he catches it at? You're just gonna be like that? What the fuck is that, yo? Like, come on, yo. What is this, yo? This is crazy. Wow. 5 more yards on top of that. Wow. Hey, boy, they put him back in. So, okay, make that make sense, right? I understand this is the highlight, so like the game flow is not exactly like this. I understand that 22 is different, but I ain't got time for the fucking 22, okay? I'm a fucking supporter, right? I ain't got no time for the 22 right now. But anyways, my man's Musa, you see him on the ground over there. Let's see how they torture him some more. I'm telling you, they torture him so much. Every score is basically because of him. Watch. And I hate to point fingers. And you know, it's a team loss and a team win. For certain, guys, we have to respect it that way. But I'm just pointing out a few things. At linebacker position, Okari K is becoming okay. But I didn't know after McFadden is like losing Thomas. Are you kidding me? It's like losing Andrew Thomas when we lose McFadden. Are you kidding me? That's the type of state we in? All them linebackers, you ain't kept none of them? A real linebacker? Like, what the? You got 3 linebackers, yo, for real? And Musa is one of them? Look at that. Look at that. Let's watch that again. So he's watching the quarterback's eyes. Is that what he's doing? Yeah, that's what he's doing. So both of them are doing that. Phillips, what is he about to blitz? I don't know. We about to find out. Let's see what they're about to do. Okay. All right. He's picking up his guy. Boom. Look at Musa. Uh, I don't know. Now we got 1 and 15. Boom. Burns comes out. Bam. Pushes him right back again. All right. Get a buck out of here, yo. Spider-Man, baby. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Burns. And then the very next play, it's just, yo, who's there, yo? Who's there? Why is he always around, huh? He's always around, right? Just never, ever there. Ever, ever there to do anything. Again, he's just watching the quarterback. He's just kind of like moving back, watching him, and then when he throws it, he's like, okay, that's where I gotta go. See ball, tackle ball. It's definitely not see ball, catch ball at all. So he just like goes back and waits for one of them to catch the ball. I mean, come on, man. What kind of I don't know, man. Like is this a regular defense, y'all? I don't know if they beating us schematically or it's just the lack of ability from our players. I mean, these type of plays are just so unacceptable. Like if you can't put no pressure with 4 or 5 men up front, at least cover, right? At least have them covered. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 3, and they all look open. One is catching the ball. This one looks like he could get open. This guy's about to get open. This guy is wide open over here. Look at our guys. They waiting by what the you got them at 1 and 19 and you waiting by the 19-yard lines, like 19-yard line away from them so they can catch the ball right there and get the first down. What the fuck is that, man? Wow. Again, guys, I'm not a football guy. Just look stupid. It looks stupid. I don't understand it. Look at them. They let them catch it, then they tackle them. First we let them catch it, then we tackle them. Corny as fuck. There he is. Look at my mans. Look at my mans. Look at my mans. Guys, I need you to watch 53. All right, my man's right here. Guys, I want you to watch 53 right here. Just watch 53. Everything that Washington accomplished started with burning 53. Every single touchdown had to do with 53 getting burned. Watch him get burned. Overzealous. Going to turn into Micah Parsons right here. He's just, I'm about to take somebody down in the backfield. And I'm going to come all the way from our backfield to their backfield. Boom. Look up. Missed. Got put down by Ertz. Right? 87 has got to be Ertz, right? Yeah. Look at that facing ground. It was nothing. It was nothing. So, my man's Musa seems to be, when he sees Jaden keeps the ball, he seems to just go all the way back, let them catch, and then go tackle them, right? Either that, or if he sees that it's a handover to a running back, he just goes head on straight at the running back and hopes that the running back won't make a turn. Because it's not like running backs ever make cuts in the NFL. So my man's is just running straight. Look at him. Look at him. Just how they shut him down is just so unique. So unique. I mean, look at that. Like, what? Down. It's unique, man. It's unique. So twice. The first time they burned him on a touchdown pass. I like these that he did that. I like what Wilson did right there. He did that twice. But he better watch out because I don't think a third time's a charm on that one. But yeah, man, they burn Musa, man. They burn him. They burn him. Let's see. Let's see whose fault was in this one. This is 4 guys rushing 5 guys. See? Miscommunicate. There gotta be some sort of miscommunication, right? Why you worried about Illuminor? Illuminor has been doing his freaking thing. So Van Roten, why are you letting the other guy? You see him? I don't understand this, man. Where do they get this from? I don't understand. Like that's so dumb. That's mad dumb, bro. 4 is wide open over there. I don't know, man. I don't know. This offensive line is offensive to this franchise. Guys, this offensive line of the New York Football Giants is offensive to the New York Football Giants. I'm telling you. It's 5 on 4. It's 5 on 4. One of them makes a little twist. It's not even that serious. Between GVR and Tracy, I've seen some of the most horrific blocking on this team that cost us a lot. Not the game, but a lot of the game. There's a lot more things that cost a lot more. Yeah, we got robbed completely. Okay, guys, so we in the fourth quarter is 6-14, right? Obviously, our defense is holding it down for the most part, right? Even with Musa and all of his mistakes that really led to 14 points, they still somehow, some way got it at 6-14 in the fourth quarter and got their offense to get the ball. So now we got to drive down the field, right? I think we crowned Tyrone Tracy a little bit too soon. Not that I'm saying he's a bad player. It's just, let's just look at Musa. Let's just look at Musa. Hold on, run that back. Run that back. Oh, he's finally sticking with him. He's finally sticking with Hurts. The only time that he takes off, now he decides to stick with him. Now when they scored last time, no, Musa, no. Got spun around twice, yo. They must be joking in the locker room about how they did him, yo. They did him so dirty, yo. And they kept throwing him out there, too. Look at him. Just spin right through him. Nothing, just regular. Watch 53, guys. Watch 53. Watch. Look, he's just a man out there. Mm. 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 Burns got burned on that one. Burns got burned on that one. Look at that again. Again, Musa. Musa. 3 strikes and you out, man. Look at our boy Musa. Look at our boy Musa. So he's seen the exchange. Boom. He gets let go, right? Is he that fast? Did you take the wrong angle? Cause nobody's blocking you neither. Like it's astonishing. See Phillips got blocked and still got a hand on it. 53 was wide open. Nobody even touched him. He seen it go. Look at 53 right here, guys. This is 53. Just watch him. You see Phillips? Boom, he gets touched right here. But 53? Nah, he just walking like nobody cares for him. Nobody's even worried about him. And that's sad. Look. He's wide open. Wide open. He sees him. He knows what's happening. Instead of running maybe even this way to catch him, look. He thinks he's going to catch him right there. That's where he thinks he's going to catch him. Phillips gets blocked by this rhino right here. And he still gets a little finger on it. But Kerry K couldn't stop him. Wow. Yeah, guys. I mean, that's how they did us dirty, you know, every which way. All right, guys. As we could see, a lot of Musa problems in the defense. Tracy disappointed me in this game a lot, and I wish he would have blocked a lot more. I hope he gets his head in the playbook, because that's what he needs. He needs his head in the playbook. My goodness. As you guys can see it, the defense is not all bad, okay? We need a linebacker. So maybe Abdul Carter, you know what? Maybe you can just play linebacker. Could you do that for us? Could you be a really, really good linebacker? That would be dope, man. Because Okereke is pretty okay in recent couple of years. He hasn't been overwhelming like he was when he first got here. So Okereke has been okay. So we need like a really good one. And Musa is not it. He is worse than Okereke. So Abdul Carter, please, man, can you take that linebacker position? Can somebody take that linebacker position? Can we bring Chapman back? Can he play linebacker? Can somebody please play linebacker? Guys, when I seen the Eagles play the Cowboys, you could see Zach Baum was everywhere with Ferguson. I mean, everywhere. Every step of the way. He wasn't missing a step. He was damn near like a cornerback out there, but also a tackling machine. Why don't we have that? Why is our linebacker so either got to be the scheme, guys, of Shane Bowen, or our linebackers are just weak. I'm not. I don't know, because Okereke was nice, man. I think the scheme. I don't know. Whatever it may be, man. I just don't want it to happen anymore. Anyways, guys, we're going to move on from the film. We're going to get into this. We're going to read a few article titles and then see which one we might get into. Let's see. PFF grades and snap counts for the Giants' 21-6 loss to the Commanders. Big Blue View, we don't care about you. Nah, they ain't got nothing to say. Daniel Bellinger was the New York Giants' highest graded player in Week 1 loss. Daniel Bellinger, really? Yeah, probably from the block, and he probably blocked a lot. He had that nice catch, too. Wow. All right, guys. So Giants are sticking with Wilson as QB1 versus the Cowboys. All right. Studs and duds from the New York Giants. Well, we know who's a dud, right? We definitely know Musa is a dud, right? And there wasn't too many studs. But you know, Brian Burns, man, shout out to you, my man. Spider-Man was out there, man. Spider-Man wasn't playing around. He had his web all over Jaden Daniels, you know? It's just the rest of them couldn't really put it together, but whatever. What could you do? You know, it's life. New York Giants Week 1 report card. New Year, same lousy showing. Of course, Sports Illustrated giving us no love. I mean, who could give us love around these parts? Brian Dable may have already exhausted John Mara's patience in Week 1. Yes, this is the one. This is the one. G-Man HQ got us. Yeah, we gotta see what he talking about. Or what he or she talking about. So this is written by Matt Sidney, so it's him. Let's see what he's talking about. All right, Matt. Matt Sidney says there are ugly losses, and there's whatever you want to call what happened to the New York Giants in Week 1 against the Washington Commanders. After an undefeated, an impressive 3-0 preseason, where the Giants outscored their opponents 107-47. The regular season opener was anything but. Washington was always going to present a challenge, led by reigning offensive rookie of the year Jaden Daniels. But a 21-6 obliteration, annihilation, demolition after a 21-6 ass whipping wasn't exactly the expected outcome. And yet, that's exactly what unfolded. Fans had every reason to expect more urgency from a team and head coach coming off a disastrous 3-14 campaign in 2024. They scored the same amount of points they did last year on the first game against the Vikings. But the defense got better. They only allowed 21 points instead of 28. So, shout out to the defense. Well, almost nothing went right. For those hoping 2025 will be different, the joke's on them. They talking about us. The joke's on us, guys. The joke's on us. I'll backhand the shit out of you in your dumbass jokes, y'all. Nah, I ain't here to joke around right now, son. We ain't happy around these motherfucking parts, y'all. Oh, fuck. Joke's on them. Like, fuck you, son. I'm sorry. Anyways, and perhaps the biggest loser in all of this is owner John Mara's patience, which is already worn thin after last season's embarrassment. But that's what happens when the G-Men follow up the worst season in franchise history with a 6-point, 231-yard dud to open the next one. John Mara must be instantly regret giving Brian Dable another shot. In the aftermath of whatever 2024 was, Mara was infamously told reporters that his patience was already stretched with the Dable and the Joe Schoen regime. It stood out considering he made the comment after deciding to bring them back for another year. So what my man's on this GQ is trying to do, he has nothing that John Mara has said or done at all. He has no information at all. He's going based off a comment that he made last year during a 3-14 season. A comment that John Mara made last year, and he's basing his idea of John Mara running out of patience with this New York Giants team based off last year. So he just thinks that automatically, because of what happened last year, is going to happen this year. That's what Matt Sidney thinks. I'm not going to read the rest of this because you can tell it's getting really, really corny, right? He's just trying to make up a story. He got nothing going on. And I don't think there's anything going on. Listen, guys, hopefully what I'm looking for, right? I want this man right here to change this franchise. I want this man to put a game plan. I need this man to put up a game plan that's going to make us New York Giants supporters happy. Okay? Because we out here and our soul is being tortured. All of us New York Giants supporters. Our soul is being tortured. the type of showing that this New York Giants football team have showed us this year makes me want to throw up. Listen, guys, we got the Cowboys next week. We need to figure out what we're going to do at linebacker. We need to figure out better play design on defense. And we need to teach Tracy how to block first. Have a block attitude first. Bro, if you see somebody coming and he's wide open, do not avoid him. Because you avoiding him and trying to get open, he is going to eat your quarterback up. So even if you get open, you're getting open for nothing, Tracy. Nothing. So please block. Okay, Scatterboo over there throwing his whole damn body like Scatterboom. He's breaking, he's snapping in 30 different halves, but he's bending but not breaking. You, Tracy, you're not even trying. You're not even trying to block. You just let that man walk past like he's not on the other team. Like he's not about to eat your quarterback up. Like it's crazy, man. Crazy. So, yes, some more blocking from the running backs, from Tracy. Some better. Greg Van Roten needs to be changed with Evan Neal. That's my decision. I just made that. That's what I think we should do. I think we should put Evan Neal as a guard instead of Greg Van Roten. I think Greg Van Roten had a really, really bad showing, and I think he just lost his starting position, at least for one game, right? Let's just see, because at least we know as a guard, Evan Neal on the running game is pretty good. So at least we can crack open the running game versus the Cowboys. And then off of that, maybe work on some passing. But I think Evan Neal would do better than Greg Van Roten, because I feel like Greg Van Roten was just one of his worst showings that I've seen. Or maybe I just noticed him so much in this one. But, yeah, that was a really bad first week showing for him. So, yeah. So, Greg Van Roten, switch with Evan Neal. Do something about the linebackers. And the running backs, especially Tracy, please block. Okay? Please, please block. So if we can fix these three things and get some better plays on defense and maybe even some better plays on offense, even though I felt like the offense had the plays, I just don't think the entire 11 knows the play. I think there's some sort of confusion. So maybe Dable of Kafka, maybe you guys could simplify it for them a little more so everybody's on page, because when you have one leak, the entire house is going down, and we can't have this house going down not any longer. Listen, our souls have been tortured. These big blue supporters can't take this no longer. Okay, so please make those changes. Or whatever changes you feel like. I don't know nothing about football. You tell me. You tell me, Coach Dable. You tell me. Whatever. Just do whatever you got to do. Just please. Against the Cowboys, can we take this one home? They have embarrassed us for so long. Dak Prescott has embarrassed us for so long. We are going over there where they have embarrassed us for so long. There used to be a time where Eli Manning was undefeated in their new stadium. You know how long that was, like with the dinosaurs. We haven't beat these guys unless they got a backup quarterback, and sometimes with a backup quarterback they 1-1 with a backup quarterback. But Dak Prescott has absolutely obliterated us, demolished us, embarrassed us in every which way. So, the way the defense looked against Jaden Daniels, I'm telling you, Dak would be way worse. Dak and his weapons would be way worse. So please clean that up. Please, New York Giants, please, please don't let this season go in this way. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. Listen, all my Giants supporters, man, keep your head up. Keep your head up. I got my head up. I'm hoping that we are going to take off. Anyways, guys, I gave you my thoughts. You give me your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't you dare forget to like, subscribe, and tell everybody about Culture of Excellence. And shout out to Big Blue. Hopefully, next week, we get our first dub. Hopefully. I know. Have to see in the first week. It's a pipe dream thinking we going to win another one, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Until next time, guys, be safe.